What's going on, Jeromes? So early on Thursday morning, Vikings rookie wide receiver Jordan Addison was pulled over and cited for speeding and reckless driving, going a buck 40 and a 55. And overall, it wasn't good. Just not a good situation. And again, no, there was no drugs or alcohol involved. There wasn't other people involved. There wasn't an accident. So, knock on wood, nothing bad necessarily happened, but it's a spot where you're playing with fire, and it's a spot where you certainly don't want to be putting yourself in. And also, the video from MDOT is actually, pretty telling. So, had 94 eastbound. There goes Dale Street, and that Lambo moves, man. That Lambo SUV, it's pretty damn good. Also, that cop car for being able to get all up on his ass and all that stuff, it's good. Good, man. Anyways, Jordan Addison did release an apology, and it's pretty boilerplate stuff, but I like that he took ownership of the situation, as well as he apologized, and hopefully it is a spot where he does indeed learn from this behavior, where obviously the league wants to move away from stuff like this. What happened with Henry Ruggs, what happened with Jalen Carter before the draft. And no, I mean, it's not necessarily the same thing, apples to apples or apples to oranges in this spot, but it could have been. Like what would have happened if Addison going to buck 40, clipped someone heading into work early, or came up around a curve, which that section 94 does get a little bit curvy, where he takes someone out. It just wouldn't have been good, and putting yourself in that situation, it's not good, man. But the whole thing of wants to go fast, Jordan Addison, I want to go fast, where did we see the signs? Like, was there foreshadowing for this early on? So before the draft, Jordan Addison, the pride of USC, was on the Rich Eisen show, and Eisen asked him what's the first thing he's going to do once he gets his money. He said this, quote, "I got to get me a nice whip, and for you boomers, a whip is a car. A nice whip, fast whip." And also one of Eisen's lackeys also said, "Not too fast," but all that stuff. Plus, posting on the gram, lots of cars, lots of stuff. And again, he's not the first player who's been into fast cars. I mean, Kendricks and Daniil Hunter are certainly into cars too. Plus, has any other NFL player ever gone a buck 40 into 55? I want to say yes, certainly. But Addison got caught. And also, throwing it back to USC, this came up as a Chiron during one of the Trojans games. As a kid, when you're fast, that's how you get the females. So maybe foreshadowing again. I don't know. But the question is, at this point, would Jordan Addison be suspended? I don't think so. But by the letter of the law, I mean, Goodell and the league certainly could. And, Goodell certainly hasn't been consistent in terms of when he doles out punishment. But but this is from the personal conduct policy for 2018. This is the most recent year we can find it. I'm sure it's applicable. Conduct by anyone in the league that is illegal. So yes, that's illegal. His speeding incident and reckless driving. Violent, not violent. Dangerous, yes. Or irresponsible, yes. Puts innocent victims at risk, yes. Damages the reputation of others in the game. Not really. And undercuts public respect and support for the NFL. I don't think that necessarily, but in terms of illegal, dangerous, and irresponsible and putting others at risk, yes. I think that does check some of the boxes there. But I don't think that he would be suspended. He probably would be the first player in league history to be suspended for a speeding ticket. I don't know, man. But could the team implement some sort of punishment, like maybe he sits out the first half of the first game against the Buccaneers? I mean, it's possible. But what's also interesting is looking at the Minnesota statutes for speeding. This is from 2022. License revocation for extreme speed. The driver's license of a person who violates any speed limit established in this section by driving in excess of 100 miles an hour, which 140 is higher than 100, is revoked for 6 months. Now, I don't know how this works with people with out-of-state driver's licenses, because on the citation he's listed as Jordan Lee Addison from Frederick, Maryland. So that leads you to believe that he still has a Maryland driver's license, even though he played college at Pitt, even though he played at USC. If you're in college, you don't have to necessarily get your license changed, and he probably hasn't gotten it changed over here in Minnesota. So I don't know how that necessarily would work with an out-of-state license. But I mean, if Jordan Addison can't drive for 6 months, we know what's happening. The Kirko van carpool is on, man. But like we said, whatever happens, I don't think the league will suspend Addison. I don't think the team will necessarily suspend Addison in terms of games missed. Like maybe, I mean, I'm sure he'll run a couple extra gassers and whatnot during practice, but that's what he needs to do. Like, thank goodness rookies show up and report to camp on Sunday, because this is the quickest way to put all this behind him. Show up and do some great work on the field and stay out of trouble off the field. Take ownership, which he's already doing, and then just go from there, man. And just use this as a chip on the shoulder where, I mean, there's a handful of Vikings fans have already ready to throw in the towel on this kid. I ain't ready to do that. He doesn't have a pattern of stupidity. No, I don't consider let's get paid stupidity, but it can't happen again. Like, don't let it be a pattern. Have it be a one-off. Have it be the wake-up call that he needs, because, let's get paid. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get paid much if you keep making stupid mistakes, man. And, I mean, those NFL paychecks are great at first, but, what's better than that? 8, 9, 10, 12 years of NFL paychecks versus a one and done. And then you're just Demetrius Underwood. All that stuff, man. But your thoughts are thoughts. Could Jordan Addison be suspended? Question mark. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But next time, Skull Production Value.